guys, my name is Lauren Lewis.
And I'm Reman, and we're co-hosts for the Life Unfiltered podcast.
Today is a really exciting episode because we are joined by the original creator and host of Life Unfiltered, Vannessa Luu.
Hi, guys. And Thomas Butcher.
Yeah, I'm just here in the corner.
Guys, Thomas is here too. Thomas is our producer for basically almost everything here. Our pictures, our podcasts, everything we do. Thomas helps us and Thomas takes care of us for us. So we have two exciting guests.
Yes, it's so nice to hear you guys back on the podcast. Thomas was in an episode last year with Vannessa, and now you guys are both our guests. That's so exciting. Welcome back.
Thank you. It feels so weird being on this side of the podcast because I'm so used to being on the other side and being the one to ask the questions. So, I'm a little bit nervous for today, but I'm really excited. And being back in this room, feels so nostalgic. And, just seeing Thomas again because it's literally been, forever. But, yeah, I'm really excited to be back.
We're so excited to have you, Vannessa.
Vannessa's never too far, if you guys know. She does commute, and I get to see her often, so that's really nice.
It's very sweet for you kids to have us on here too. I mean, the fact that you care about those who came before you, and I'll also mention how Gabby Robinson was also part of that in that first season, a big part with working with Vannessa and everything. Gabby not able to be here because she's still working on her campus job at Central Michigan, but we love you, Gabby. Wishing you well with everything.
Shout out, Gabby.
We might try to. Are we gonna FaceTime her at some point or no?
I texted her, but she didn't text me back.
Okay, maybe
so
we'll wait and see. Yeah.
We will
probably
see.
Working. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for having us, and I'm excited for us to have this final episode of your season.
I know.
Because Reman, you're graduated.
I
You're
did.
an alum.
Don't mention it.
Welcome to the kids.
Bless.
Congratulations.
Okay. I really loved everything that Athens had to offer us and all the opportunities that I got, but I think I'm ready to move on. It's really nice to finally get to that part of life and just be done with high school. And I'm going to college with Vannessa actually next year, so that's really exciting.
Yes, well, if you had listened to the podcast before us, you've heard Nessa and Gabby, and they made this podcast what it is and what it was. Me and Reman were able to step into a beautiful student-led project that was ran beautifully, executed beautifully, and I think that me and Reman, that gave us the chance for us to spread our wings with it, and I can't wait for us to keep going. But Nessa and Gabby created this, and we're so excited to have you back.
Dude, speaking of, you guys had so many memories with Life Unfiltered, and I think you guys have told the story of how it started before, but do you guys want to tell us what your favorite memories were from last year?
Yeah, I can. Okay. Well, first of all, I just want to start, I just want to say, I'm so grateful that you two took over for us. I couldn't have imagined a better group of girls to, continue our legacy and to, continue, giving back to the community. And I'm so blessed that you guys did so many good things with it. I see, all your posts, and, I see that you guys are, posting and, continuing what we started. So I'm so grateful that it was you two that we, gave it to, and that you guys did such amazing things with it.
No, why are you trying to make me cry?
This
is not okay.
I can't take this at all, Vannessa. Thank you so much.
Of course. So thank you for doing what you do. But
so sweet.
Back to the question.
Yes.
So my favorite memories, I think honestly all the people I met, I mentioned this last time too, on my last episode here, that I met so many amazing people through this podcast, not only students, but counselors, teachers, administrators, and I got so much wisdom and advice from all these different people, because you can learn so much from everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that was my favorite part, literally learning cool things about each person, and you take so much with you when you're growing, you know what I mean? So taking all these little bits and pieces from high school in this podcast, it really has helped me grow into the person I am.
Aww, I love that, and I 100% agree. Being able to even see how our staff thinks helps us be able to understand them more and what they do, and I think it helps us be better students, partners, kids, sisters, friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really nice being able to dig deeper into how someone thinks. How about you, Thomas?
It's interesting how little moments lead to where you are, because at the time when I met Gabby and Vannessa, it was kind of I think the train has left the station. I don't know if you have enough time to really do anything, because it was January of their senior year at that point.
Yeah.
And somehow they just kind of just showed up and convinced me that, they're serious about this. They're gonna make it happen. And then when we go through the rest of the school year and they filmed their first season, there was a big question mark if even this was something that was going to continue, because who's going to replace Gabby and Vannessa? You can't replace them,
Of course.
but can we find someone who's going to do a good job to carry on that legacy? And it was the two of them who kind of brought the two of you to me,
Yes.
and then the rest is history. Here we are.
Yes, Thomas, I would like to kind of pick your brain about that, because we were just saying before we hopped on, well, at least I was, of how nerve-wracking this whole thing was. And yeah, approaching it, I was like, are they going to pick me? And I don't know how to talk good, and I don't know if I can do this. But what was like the hiring process like? I don't know, on your end, because yeah, from our end, and then I think if it's safe to say we were both really nervous. Like, what were like your first impressions of us?
Well, of course, I was impressed by you. I knew you were good kids. I could tell by the way that you were answering just the general questions. It seemed like it was something that you actually wanted to do. You weren't being dismissive or anything like that. And I also just, the fact that you were recommended by Gabby and Vannessa was the big selling point too, because yes, I'm here making sure microphones and everything's running, but it's their podcast, right? It was Gabby and Vannessa's baby that they raised and wanted to pass on to someone else. So if they felt comfortable with the two of you, and then that was basically all that I needed. Of course, there were other things we had to discuss from there, but I think that the two of you really leaned into the task, and you've helped carry on that legacy. So kudos to the two of you.
Thank you, Thomas. That means a lot.
Honestly, like seriously, when I was getting interviewed, and I told Vannessa this too, I was literally praying. I was just like, if I'm not the right person for this, I hope I don't get it, because I did want to do a good job carrying this legacy. And I feel like no matter what opportunities come and go, if I'm not meant for this, then it's fine. And getting it was really, really exciting. I remember Vannessa, when I first heard that I got the podcast, I was so excited, but I was always worried that I wouldn't be able to carry the legacy as well as you guys did. And obviously, there's always room to improve on everything, but I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity.
Awesome.
Yes. Reman, again, that was beautifully said. Nessa, I want to ask you about your experience as a host, because I know that, yeah, Reman, we were both very nervous coming into this, and it's been beautiful to see you blossom as not only as a student, but also as my friend, but like as a host, and like this skill of being able to hold conversations and interview and just podcasting as an art. What is your favorite memory from hosting, and what do you think is a skill that this has taught you specifically, from coming on here and talking to people and hosting these interviews?
Honestly, like coming into this, I was also very nervous. Like in high school, I like to think of myself as someone like social, like I was able to talk and like meet people. Like I felt like I had good social skills, but it's another thing to like actually speak and like, articulate yourself well, and to do it on a podcast with guests. So like initially I was very nervous, and having a friend with me, with like Gabby, having her with me was very like, it made it more fun, you know what I mean? It made it less stressful, but obviously like we were, or I am, I feel like Gabby was more like confident about it, but like initially I was like pretty nervous, but as like we produced more episodes, like I got more confident, and it became like something like I would look forward to. I was like so excited for it, and I felt myself improving every single episode as we went. And I had like my family members watch it, my friends watch it, even like Thomas would give me like feedback, because I was like, oh, how can I improve? Like, how can I be a better host? How can I like, ask the right questions and like make my guests feel comfortable? And with every single podcast we did and every single feedback I got, I felt more confident, and I felt like I was improving. So overall, like it helped me talk better. Like like going into college, I feel like because of this podcast, I can speak better and I'm more confident. And that's like, I feel like it's such like a cool skill to have, because in college, like new environment, meeting new people, you meet a lot of new people in college, like university is so much bigger than like high school. So having that skill through this podcast was so helpful. And I was really grateful that we started Life Unfiltered, because I had so many skills that I took away and that came with me. Like to this day, like it's still stuck with me.
It's more than just a podcast.
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, so important.
Exactly. We were literally talking about this, Lauryn and I, and like, we're both going into fields that are not big on what we do at the podcast, but the skills we got from it will go into everyday life. Like time management, being able to, adapt well to things, like editing. I'm not really good at editing. Like I've edited a couple like silly YouTube videos, but like it wasn't really that great. But once I got the hang of it, like tell Thomas, one time I edited an episode in 30 minutes. I was done, and it was a really good one.
I was like, you're lying to me. You didn't.
And he
finish
watched
editing
some
it.
of it, yeah. So it was really fun. And obviously speaking, like same thing with Vannessa. Like I was always confident in my speaking skills. It was never an issue for me growing up and even till now. But it is different speaking on a camera. But I feel like it taught me how to speak better for sure. Lauren?
Yes, 100%. I agree. And I think that a lot of the times when I talk, it's like jumble, you know, because all of these thoughts are like, you know, so I think that this has taught me how to like know what I'm saying and honestly really think about it. Yeah. And to kind of, but yeah, just all together speak better, you know, and to kind of speak a little bit more eloquently. Definitely.
It definitely helps you carry yourself differently too.
Yeah.
Like I know how to express better what I'm actually trying to say, because there's a lot of times where we feel strongly about things and you want to explain it, but it never comes out as strongly or as affectionately or as passionately as you want it to be. But being able to like learn how to just express myself better. Thomas is usually behind the scenes. Thomas, do you want to tell us how you feel about this? Because I think Thomas used to film a lot of videos,
he showed us,
and he did a really good job expressing himself, and I feel like watching him helped us too. So Thomas,
100%.
what are your comments?
I do have quite the history of videos and podcasts since I was 13 years old. It's probably in the thousands by this point. So I try to impart the knowledge that I learned the hard way to you kids so that you can be a little more fast-tracked. Of course, you still have to learn from mistakes. That's part of the process. But yeah, I've spent every episode on the other side of the computer over there that we're recording on, listening as you record and looking for those milestones, those improvements, not saying like so much, and being able to transition between questions and be natural and have fun and make it something that's fun to listen to. So I think that as you move forward, of course, nothing happens overnight, and you've done a good job of being reflective, self-reflective yourselves, right? You're not just showing up to record the podcast. You're actively trying to improve. And I think if we go back to your first couple episodes and then we look at the last couple episodes, you can see that. And here's what's beautiful about this too, is that just like Vannessa here, you're going to graduate and move on to the next thing. And the years will keep flying by. And this is going to be something that you can always look back on. And you can always remember those lessons that you've learned. And you can always remember the memories that you made. And it might be a well that, you know, renews your energy with whatever's going on in your life at that moment. And I just think this is a beautiful thing. Everything video, podcast related, photography, it's a time capsule. And it's a moment that will live forever.
Thomas.
Beautifully
Can we do
said.
mic drop for a second?
Yeah,
Can we
like,
do mic drop?
I don't even know what to say. He left me speechless.
I know.
100%.
Seriously.
And
yeah,
like with a reflection, 100%. If you guys, one big one that we learned is not saying like so much. Oh my! I think Vannessa can say that too.
Yes, yeah. When I was filming like last year, so many filler words, and it's like it's hard on the spot until you consistently do it in practice.
100%.
Yeah,
And being natural. I think that was a big one, because coming into this, you feel like you're doing an interview. If you guys don't know, we literally have like little scripts, but you're not supposed to literally follow the script. The scripts are here for when, you know, the next move, you don't know what the next move is. You don't know what to say next. So you look on the script, see what questions could help you move on to the next conversation. But using a script and speaking based off just a script sounds so natural and not very great. So I think that's one big one too, Thomas.
Yeah, I remember last year when we like first started, I was like very script heavy. I would print out the script. I had like every line written, and like obviously when you're having a conversation, you're not gonna follow every single line, and that's something that I had to learn to become natural. And I was watching a few like videos back when I first started, and I was like, wow, like it's
word for
sounded
word.
so robotic, and it didn't seem like a conversation. And like obviously the more you do it, the easier it gets. But it's like it's funny to see how much we grow through this.
I was literally just about to say how Thomas said it's like a time capsule. That's, I think, one of my most favorite things about this. And not even, into the time capsule, but just the amount of honestly, I want to say like the quantity of skill we're left with and the quality of skill we're left with. Before I joined Creative Guild, I had never spoken honestly into a microphone, even seriously. I had never sat down for an interview. I had never used a professional camera. Now I use a 60 to 600 millimeter telephoto lens, you know, when I'm on like the side of games and track meets taking photos. You know, I never ever thought that it was something that I could do. And honestly, I didn't even know it was something I had been interested in if Thomas hadn't literally opened this whole entire door. And Troy is amazing at that, literally just creating and having this whole just this plethora of basically like you just kind of get to dig your hand into the treasure chest and you get to choose something to learn. So this has been amazing.
Seriously.
And
Thomas
Nessa,
has been, oh sorry.
No. That's okay. But Nessa, you have taken your skills, all of these amazing skills, and you've taken them to Wayne State. I want to hear from you, but about your Wayne State experience.
Okay. I mean, okay, let's see. Where should I start?
That was very broad.
With what?
That was very broad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can start. First off, Vannessa commutes. She does not.
Yes.
What's it called? Do you want to tell us about that journey? Because
campus life.
It's different when high school is literally like 10 minutes away.
Yeah,
and
right,
college is like a
right.
pretty far drive.
So college, I do commute. I go to Wayne State University right now, and I do major in neuroscience, and my minor is photography. So,
Yay.
Wait, you have a minor in photography?
I do.
What?
Thomas just heard that.
So maybe if you like kept track with my Instagram, where I like
I
posted
do
that.
follow you on Instagram.
you gotta
I
try
don't
to-
read the captions though.
So maybe if you like asked about my life.
Guys, Thomas, to be fair,
hold on,
Thomas
hold
is
on.
not good with Instagram.
Hold on. I give this nice speech. I talk about how much you kids mean to me, and now you're roasting me?
We love you,
I'm
Thomas.
the butcher around here. Okay? I do the roasting. Boy, oh boy.
Okay, so now,
All right.
now you have to
okay,
check out her Instagram.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Please continue with the photography minor speech.
Yes. My minor. No, a lot of people do get surprised my minor's photography because
I'm
I
not.
am on the pre-med track, and people think like chemistry minor, psych minor. I am like, you know, like something more creative. But so yeah, my fall semester was honestly, it was so much fun. Like going into like university, like just meeting new people, joining a bunch of clubs, like. I was watching videos like what to do before like going to university and like advice for like freshmen because like I was so nervous, and they were like get involved, like meet people, because college is what you make of it. You spend that much money on tuition not just for like your degree, like it's for the experiences and the people you meet and the networks you can make. And college, every experience is what you make of it.
100%.
So I was watching this video. It was like, okay, meet people, sit at the front of class, like talk to your professors.
Did you sit in front of?
I did.
Yes. Did it
Take
work?
our
Did it
advice.
work? Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I
asking
got
for
close
the
to my
advice.
professors. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, literally big question, because I'm in high school. It's so much easier to get closer to your teachers because the classes are so much smaller.
Sure.
I'm nervous about college because I think it's so important to create relationships with your educators. You know what I mean? And like, it doesn't only help you. Like I've seen a professor say this. It's so much easier to give a bad grade to a name on a paper versus a face you've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or not even just that, just like making the full experience of it. What would you recommend other than sitting in front of the class?
I mean, obviously, like office hours, a lot of people say that like you have to make time to like do these things. And if it's like a professor you really look up to, or like you want to get into their research lab, you know, like something about them like intrigues you, like you're gonna have to put in the time. Like stay after class, ask questions, even if you're not confused about it. Like I like went up to class like a few times, like after, like at the beginning of the school year, I would ask, and I was like, yeah, like, could you explain more about this? Or like, I would ask about their lab, or like ask about them themselves. Like, if you ask personal questions, I feel like they do like that.
Yeah,
So-
guys, also kids is a really easy way to like get anybody talking,
Talk
especially
about their
adults.
kids.
Yes, people love to talk about their kids. Anytime,
Yeah.
oh, your kids. That's such a good segue.
I haven't used that, but
Really?
I
Yeah.
should ask about their kids.
Very
Yeah.
easy. Kids are really
And
good.
like talking about their hobbies and stuff. Like I remember sitting in my bio lab, and like the TA was just like asking everyone like about like their hobbies, like introduce yourself. And I was like, oh, I golf. And then that like created an entire topic about golf and like his sports and his hobbies. And it was just like, it's so fun, you know, like just like just get personal with like the professors and TAs, because it does really take you like a long way. And I've gotten so many cool like opportunities too. Like yeah, I've gotten into like a research lab because like through people like I knew. Yeah. And if you know, like, it is kind of harder to get into labs because you have to, like, people cold email, or like you really have to like know the right people to get into these specific things. So, like, thankfully I did know people, and like I've gotten into like I've gotten on like board positions through like friends, like, you know what I mean, like just like networking. Like,
but also you need to pat yourself on the back, because that's like networking and like the social skills. Not everybody can do that. A lot of people can't do that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
But that also leads back to what you guys were saying about like the opportunities at Troy School District, because when I tell you I went to university and like I had so many skills that I brought with me because of the Troy School District. Like, for example, the podcasting thing, my social skills, but also like clubs, the amount of clubs we had available here. Like, I was just so, like, I loved it. I loved being involved. I was a part of NHS volunteering. And when I went to university, like, I also joined clubs. But not only that, I started my own clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Troy School District, like, made that so available to students that I thought I could do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't limited.
It gave you the belief.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
so important.
I wasn't limited to what, like, was available. Like, I brought this with me because of this
100%.
district, that I could like make things, and I could be like someone to start things. So, for example, I started the club golf team at Wayne State University.
Oh,
yeah. Very cool.
Because I went there and I was like, I played golf for high school for 3 years, and I was like, well, I put so much time and money into this sport, and I really do enjoy it. So I wanted to do like something casual, like not on the actual team, like something more fun, casual. And I was checking if they had a club team for club golf, and I didn't see anything like at Wayne. So I was like, oh, let me just start one. So I spoke to the sports advisor, and I got that going. So
that's
so
amazing.
good.
Congratulations.
And I'm so excited to join golf next year.
Oh, I'm excited to see you.
I've been asking Nessa to take me golfing for a while, and every time she tries to, I'm like busy. So
Aww.
yeah, it's okay. It'll work out this time. Thomas, have you ever golfed?
Okay, there's a story about me and Vannessa covering golf last year, and I don't even know how to, drive the golf cart. So,
Isn't it like driving a normal car though?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah?
Ish, yeah. A little bit.
so what are you saying?
Like, it is, but yeah, it definitely is.
Well, the road is so much more narrow because you just, if you go off it, you fly down the hill. Or
Wait,
into
I
the
thought you
bunker.
drive on the grass.
on
No,
the
you
concrete.
don't-
I mean,
you don't drive on the fairway, no.
Not the grass.
On the green.
Good. Well, not the green.
not on the green, but on the fairway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Fairway?
But yeah, like beyond club golf, like me and my friends started like Pilates club. We started like letters of love to like write cards to children in hospitals, and it's just like so many cool things that like I was able to be a part of because I feel like I had the confidence because of the high school
100%.
and like the community I grew up in.
And I love that you're not just waiting for someone to tell you what to do. You're taking the initiative.
Yeah.
And that makes all the difference. No matter what your career path is looking like, no matter what school you end up going to, no matter what your interests are, if you want to do something, go make it happen for yourself.
100%. Yeah.
Seriously, the
I love that,
capability that
Thomas.
I feel after Troy School District, like I started my own club too at Athens, and I also led Middle Eastern Club because I noticed that there wasn't, I think the biggest thing, I was so scared at first. I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it was literally, I had spent a whole month just thinking about it, and I think that made me realize that I've spent too much time thinking and I need to just do it. I think that's one big one too. And like being able to take initiative and feeling enough confidence to start things and not need someone to tell you what to do. Initiative is so important. Even now, like at my new job, I think the biggest compliment that I get is you take initiative. And like everywhere I go, they're like, you take initiative. And I think that's one big one, because not a lot of people have so much talent, but they don't take initiative.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's
a lot
like
of people
they do
have
so
dreams and goals, but they just don't go through
They
with
just
it.
don't go because they're afraid. And I'm like, you gotta just believe in yourself and put your foot in the door and
for
then
sure.
go for it.
Yeah, and put one foot in front of the other. And I think that a lot of people too try and wait for like the perfect scenario to do something, the perfect time. It's like, oh well this, oh well this, oh well that. There's always going to be something happening. Get up, do it. There's always going to be something happening. Yeah, you have to start. You have to just start. That's always what my grandma says.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what this podcast was built on. You just have to start.
You just have to start. Literally. And you can't look 10 steps ahead, because guess what? The next step is not 10 steps ahead. It's so much scarier when you look 10 steps ahead. For example, the podcast, you guys had to talk to Thomas first. If you were thinking, oh, start the podcast now, you're like that's scary. You don't know how to do
Yes.
it. But be like taking the first step was talk to Thomas, figure out who Thomas was.
Yeah,
Talk to
right.
Thomas. Well, it's not hard to figure out who Thomas is. But yeah, like I think that's like a big one. Just take it one step at a time and get your foot in the door.
Agreed.
Yeah. But, Vannessa, you mentioned a lot of things you do, academics and sports wise. How do you control it all? How do you manage it all, especially with time and then especially with being, pretty, still pretty new to college? How do you handle all that while also keeping in mind like your personal time and time for your mental health?
Okay. I feel like a calendar. This is such like a basic answer,
I
but
support
like,
the calendar.
a calendar
Go ahead,
for
girl.
sure. Like,
yes.
if you guys see my calendar right now, it's blocked off with every single like day, every hour. Like, usually I have something like back to back to back, and I like to stay busy. Like, I love staying busy. If I don't have school, I'll be out with friends. If I'm not with friends, like I'll do something else by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I love packing my day with things to do because that just gives me like fulfillment. I feel like I'm a person to always want to be busy, so I always pack my schedule with things like literally time block. That's like the best advice I could give you. Like the morning you go to work, after that you have to study for this class, after that like you have to like go golf, like team meeting, this and that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my
100%.
advice.
Calendar. I think that's the one thing that I mentioned too when we did that
we
episode about
talked.
end of
We talked
semester.
about it.
Yeah.
You
and
talked
my
about your
biggest-
phone calendar.
Yeah, my biggest thing was the calendar. Yep, calendar app.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
Thomas.
the Life Unfiltered girls on the
we
same
said
page.
exactly. That's why we're here. Great minds think alike. Thomas, you said you need to catch up to Vannessa's Instagram, so go for it.
Oh, you want me to
Go
give
for
some
it.
reflections on Vanessa's
Yeah.
photography skills? Okay.
Okay,
You might see me on there.
What's your handle again?
through Nessa's lens.
How does he not know?
Shout out
Wow.
through,
Yeah, that's
shout out
crazy.
through Nessa's
Yeah.
lens. Go
Shout
follow her
out.
photography
Guys, she took
account.
my prom photos and my
senior.
my senior photos. Oh my god, I've never felt so magical.
I think we forgot to mention that I do photography. Like obviously I have a minor in photography, but I
She
started.
actually does.
Yeah, I started taking pictures for the track team, like what Lauren's doing my senior year of college or senior year of high school. And then I really enjoyed it. So then throughout the summer leading up to university, I was just taking pictures
She's
for my
so
friends.
good, guys.
And
Mashallah.
then now I still do it. So
Uh-oh. I think we have a
some-
verdict.
We have some pictures here of Reman, so we can go through that. I wonder how that happened. Yeah.
The bright ones, yeah.
Oh, look, you got the shutter speed right with throwing it up in the
Yeah,
air
yeah.
with the bouquet.
Yeah.
You had
Shutter
some fun
speed.
ones in there. I like the color contrast, how you're,
Thank-
black
Black
and
and
white there, a
white.
little grain in there.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, you canted the camera and you framed her between the trees.
Oh.
I learned a
Very
thing or
nice.
two.
Yeah.
And then you almost killed her in the street. Come on, hurry up and run across the street.
That's exactly
That's a good
what
idea.
happened.
It's worth the shot.
Yeah. Wait, I'm the one who offered the door.
Okay. Oh, I like how you do that when you like
Yeah.
meld two pictures into one, so like you
Yeah.
can scroll.
That one's
and
my
it's like-
favorite.
yeah.
Like that one looks like a
Very
She looks
nice.
like
a painting.
Like a painting.
Very nice. I
That's
know.
seriously- that looks really
Like taking
cool.
lots of time and care. The lighting on all of these, just looking at the grid, is beautiful.
Aw,
Clap.
Thank you.
Vannessa.
Yes.
For someone who just started
Thank you,
basically
guys.
last year, I think you're on
She's
your
so
way.
good.
And self-taught.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Thomas gave you a
guys.
side eye.
Well, I told.
Okay, he taught me a thing of ISO, like
Yeah.
a little bit of ISO.
And
this
here's,
and
since you
that.
bring that up, here's the thing: is that yes, I help you kids, and I direct you into the right direction. The rest is up to you and what you do with it, right? So things like this podcast, things like Vannessa's photography, I can't take credit for that because I could say these things to any kid, but not every kid's going to actually do it.
Right.
So your success is very much your success.
Aww.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say self-taught. I meant to say Thomas helped me get started, and then I learned from there.
He helped you get your foot in the door.
Revise the statement.
But yeah, 100%. It's what you do with it. Literally, I don't like when people just like sit at home and be like, I don't have the same opportunities, or I don't have the. Okay, not everyone's gonna have the exact same opportunities, but there are things around you. You just need to like want to do it, and you need to care enough. You need to get out there and start working.
It
Yeah.
depends,
Really
but
are
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because
If all you have is your phone, then use your phone to make your
exactly
photography.
right. It doesn't have to be like perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. Just get started.
And guys, I think I want to say this as a, and two, before we started this, I was having a whole celebration that, but at the time of recording this is second to last day of school. And tomorrow, by this time tomorrow, I will be officially a senior. No longer a junior. Done with. Thank you guys so much. Done with this year. But one thing that I think is important to say, and especially for all of my class of 2027 kids, you have to try things. Especially at this time in our life, you have to try things, and you also have to be okay with being bad at things, being bad at things in front of people, being bad at things with people, being bad at things for multiple months at a time, being bad at things until you keep on trying. This is the time, and yeah, it's like growing pains, you know. I think that there's a lot going on. You have to be okay with trying things and being bad at things. My first pictures I took, yikes, I was like, oh, these are so good. They were not.
I feel you.
Wait, if you guys check out her Instagram,
I look back and I'm like, what was I doing? Thomas didn't tell me, like, I was this cooked.
but because you continue.
Exactly, because I continued.
Like, a successful person, we've said this before, is just someone who tried again after they failed.
Yep.
And a lot of people are like, you know, some people fail more than people have tried. You need to be able to fail and to be able to succeed. And I think this is for all the underclassmen. I think they just need to get out there and try things. And it's just like, you have to be like, a lot of people lose opportunities because they're too scared to be bad at it. You have to give yourself the chance to be bad at it, to be good at it.
Agreed.
A professional is an amateur who never quit.
Exactly. You telling, Thomas. And honestly, like, we don't have much time left, but Lauren, I want to say I'm really excited to see what you do next year. I'm really excited to see what you do next year. I will be supporting you. I will be watching you. And Vannessa, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. You too, Thomas. You guys are seriously amazing. I'm so grateful for everything that I have been able to do. It hasn't hit me that this is our last episode yet, but it will later. And if I start bawling, it's fine. Thomas is trying to make me cry on our exit.
I know, we still have to do that.
I would do it now, but I gotta. Yeah. But yeah, this was Life Unfiltered with Reman Al-Qabati.
And Lauryn Lewis, Reman, this has been the highlight of my high school experience. I met Reman in GBBE.
Nope, don't.
And this podcast has brought us so much closer. That's probably one of the most priceless things, is that how this podcast has brought us closer. Guys, this has been Life Unfiltered. I am your co-host, Lauryn Lewis.
No. I'm your coach, Reman Al-Qabati. And always remember to
embrace the mess and live life unfiltered.
Bye, guys.